Hello, family. Hi, how you doing, buddy? It's Girlie Bat Diamond. I want to say thank you for watching this video. And you can see the title of it. This video it is called "Tired and Ready to Give Up." I don't know about you, but many times in my life, I was so tired and I was ready to give up. I was done. I was done. Would have been financial situation. Would have been stuff going on in my marriage with stuff on my children, with just whatever the crisis was going on, I was ready to give up. I was ready to just throw in a towel. And sometimes life hits you with uncertainty. You wake up in the morning, you don't know what to expect. You know, you go to bed, everything can be perfect in your life, and as you think everything is perfect, and you wake up next day and stuff is off the chain. What am I that? I mean, stuff is off the chain. You're like, what happened? I went to bed, everything was fine. Now I pay this bill. The check didn't go through, it bounced. And you look at your bank account, you're like, what's going on? Is something not registered right? Life is not fair. So I want to share with you guys why I pick say tired and ready to give up. Because I know many of you are tired. Many of you are tired and you're so ready to give up. You're like, you know what, you tried everything you could have done in your life and things are not going the way it should go. I'm going to tell you, this is not the time for you to give up. Even though you might think yourself, you have every right to feel it's okay to give up. You might feel to yourself, like, you know what, wait, you don't know. They took money out of your bank account. I got a story for you. Listen up very closely. I we had little money in our bank account, and we were working we woke up yesterday morning, and some money was deposited into our bank account. And so I called the bank and I said, $100 to put in my bank account. And like, yeah, that's yours. I'm like, are you sure? Because that doesn't sound right. Bank error. They found it wasn't bank error. Be careful right now with your finance and everything. If you go to DMV, you take your consideration, always ask them when they plan to take the money out. Um, because what I found out today was like my husband had this on with DMV to get the car registered, and they took the money out the our account, so it was fine. So we knew exactly how much money in the bank account we had. Come to find out, when they took the money out of the bank account, it was done on a Friday. They put it back in the bank account. So when I called the bank and I said, hey, where's this money come from? Not thinking about $170, $170. I mean, $175 was for the DMV thing, and it was the same amount. Not thinking about it. Long story, sit down the bank, sit down the bank, and talk to the guy and everything. He's trying to figure out. The lady on the phone is telling me that's your money because we have when you use your bank card and you use it for a long period of time, you get points and stuff, and you earn money back. So what it was, it didn't register in the bank that it was from DMV. And the lady on the phone gave us wrong information. So we went and we bought some things, got some, and it's like, come find out, we have to pay that money back. The reason I'm sharing this story with you is that life is not fair. Life is not fair, and it will throw you for a curveball. Things will happen, and in that moment, you'll be like, I'm done. I'm done. I'm tired. I'm giving up. And that's not the time to give up. No matter what you're going through, if it's financially, it might be relationally, you might be going to church, you might not be going to church, you might be looking for a job, You might be working and work for the company for a long time, and you feel like I'm done. I'm going to give up. It's not time to give up. Give up is so easy, cause when you give up, you give up on you. You don't like just give up and quit. You give up on your hope and your dreams. You're telling yourself, you know what? I can't do this anymore. Think about it. It's like giving up is like laying down in a bed and just staying in the bed and not moving and telling yourself, you know what? I can't do this. I'm not going to do that. Think about a woman who is pregnant. If she is getting ready to have her baby and she's in full position and she's dilated, okay? I'm just going to keep it real, okay? I'll be too much information. If you follow this video and it speaks to you, it's for you. Think about a woman who is about to have a baby. And I don't know, somebody needs to hear this message. I'm taking for myself. And think about a woman who's about to have a baby. She isn't, she's dilated, she's having contractions and everything. And the doctor's like, you know what? We want you to breathe and push. She she says she want to give up, but she knows she's got to do what she got to do. She's got to get herself in position. She got to get herself in position to push because she's going to have that baby. She wants that baby to be healthy. She wants the baby to live. So she's going to do everything she needs to do. She knows she cannot give up. And that's a mindset we need to have. It's not time to give up. Giving up should never be an option for us. But we make it an option. And you might say, well, you don't know my story. I don't know your story. You're right. I don't know your story. But giving up, you might say, I don't understand. We give up because we have fear of not being accepted. And you got to realize, no matter what you do in this world, people may not accept you for who you are. God accepts you. You have to learn to accept yourself. You have to learn to love yourself. And you cannot give up on you. Don't give up. And another thing I want to talk about, and I'm talking from my experience, um, when I'm talking about when a woman has a baby and stuff, and when a woman has a baby, it's so beautiful. It's a painful process, okay? It's a very painful process. But you know what she does? She doesn't give up. If she have a good coach next to her, and sometimes when you don't have no one in your corner, you want to give up. Think about a fighter in a ring, and that fighter has people helping them, pushing them. You need to have somebody behind you. You have somebody who's gonna be on your side. Saying, I'm not gonna give up on you. And that person who's on your side is not gonna give up on you is God. Don't give up. I know it's so easy to want to give up. I know it's like, why not give up? Why not? It's like when you feel like everything is falling apart in your life. Everything. I'm gonna close this because I want to speak. I want to speak to you from my heart. I want to be real. I'm a transparent. This is going to be no notes. It's going to be from here. When you give up, you tell God, "I don't believe that you got me." You're telling Him, "You don't love me. You're not there for me. You're not going to support me. Everything you said is not real." Really? Let me look at you. You don't have time to give up. You got you have a future in front of you that you can't even see. And giving up is not the option. You have to say no. It's like seeing a fire. Like if you're it's like seeing a fire and you're in that house. Are you gonna stay in the house? You're gonna try to get your family out. You're not gonna give up. And I'm not trying to be sensitive because LA had a fire and stuff. But look at the people in LA that had the fire and stuff. They didn't give up. They were helping each other. They lost. People in LA lost everything. Everything. So when you think about giving up, why you want to give up for? You might say, well, I lost this, I lost that, I lost this, I lost that. And I believe you. But giving up, it's not time. It's not time. I'm getting a phone call right now. Giving up, it's so not an option. And when I first started doing YouTube, I started in 2021. And many times I got in front of this camera and I didn't know what I was doing, what I was saying. And I had maybe 5, 10 videos, literally 5 or 10 videos I had. Not one view. Not one view, not one comment. And went on and went on for months and months and months. And sometimes I would just look at the YouTube like this and just look and talk. And I didn't know what I was saying. And I didn't know what I was doing. But I knew in my heart of heart, I had a desire to do YouTube. I knew that I felt like God put me on this platform to do YouTube, even though I had no idea what I was doing. I knew in my heart of heart, I want to do it. When you know what you want, see, you have to know what you want. If you don't know what you want, you're not going to fight for it. But when you know what you want, you're going to fight for it. And now you're going to fight for it, you're not going to give up. And I'm talking to you. Whatever you're going through, whatever you're searching for, it's right in front of you. And you might say, Yvette, I really want to write that book, but I don't have the intelligence to do it. Yes, you do. You have more intelligence than you realize. You might want to do that business, and you say, well, I saw this girl on YouTube, but she does it better than I do. That's that girl. You are unique. You might say, Yvette, I'm a businessman, and my business is not making a lot of money, but the guy down the street, his business is making more money than mine. Stop being so focused on other people. What happened is like this: you're going, look at them, look at them, look at them, look at them, and you're going back and forward, and it's like a tug of war, and that's making you want to give up. Don't take all your time and your energy wasting on other people journeys, because other people's journey has nothing to do with you. You're unique. You're a unique person. And I'm telling you, in this world, we're so focused on the wrong thing. We're focused on other people's journey. We're focused on this person, that person. Suppose I don't do it right. Okay, you don't do it right. Get up and do it again. You fall down, dust yourself and just keep going. It's like being in a race. You gotta get in your own lane, stay in your own lane, and keep on going. And don't give up. I think it was President, oh gosh, what was his name? Franklin? Was it Franklin? I don't know about Franklin. I don't know if it was President Franklin. Oh no, Lincoln. President Lincoln. If you go and study the history of President Lincoln, he failed at so many things. He failed at so many things and he never gave up. He kept doing this and doing that. He kept pursuing it until he became the President of the United States of America. President Lincoln. He failed a lot of things. And we can learn from our leaders. See, the problem is we want to learn from the Joneses, the Matthews, because we want to be like everybody else. We don't. We don't trust our own self. And what I mean by that is that we put our trust in people, money, finances. We don't put our trust in God. If we put our 100% trust in God, we won't be giving up half the time. And some of us say, well, I do trust God. How dare you tell me? I'm not saying if you agree with it and you know in your heart you don't trust him, I can't help you with that. But see, trust is a whole new different ball game. Don't give up on you. You have so much potential. And it's like, we just in the world we live in, it's just, I hate to say it, not I don't hate to say the word, I say hate. It's sad that we get up in the morning with no confidence in ourselves, no motivation. It's like we get up in the morning, we're like, we just want to get in the blanket and we want to stay in the blanket and do nothing at all. And you know what? I remember a time in my life when, before I got married, and talk about disappointment and I want to give up. I was a single mom of three young men. The young men now, but a single mom of three little boys. And I remember one time I had, how to say it, I was going through a separation. I was going through a separation. And I had no, it was a domestic violence. I went through a separation. And I had no choice but to go to live. I had no choice but to go stay in a shelter with my sons. Imagine that. I had one latched to me because I was breastfeeding him. I had one probably on the hip and one a little taller. And we had to walk in and stay in the shelter. And I'm just being raw, transparent, real with what I had to go through with my sons. And time I want to give up, I could have said I want to give up, but you know what? I didn't give up. You know why? Because I had my sons there with me. And they were going through a lot emotionally. I was going through a lot emotionally, but I couldn't keep looking at my circumstance. I couldn't keep looking at what was me, what was Yvette. I had to be strong for them. And it was not easy when I walked in the shelter and kids had to go to bed at a certain time, it's like 7 o'clock. They had to be in their bed. Women get up and do your chores and stuff. Clean the bathroom. But you made a mess up. You had to clean the bath. Everybody had a place to clean. I don't know why I'm sharing this for her. Maybe whoever's hearing this need to hear it. And I had to clean the bathroom and stuff. And I remember looking at my son going, oh my gosh, what? How did I get here? How did I get here? But what got me through that situation was God. Did I want to give her time? I want to scream like, God, I don't want to live in a shelter. I want to have my own place. I didn't have no finance. I had no money. I had no place. I had no one to go. I had no one I could turn to and say, hey, can I live with you? And I have three sons. And I didn't have anybody I could say that to. And I have nobody who was willing to take me in at that time. So I don't know what you're going through, but I want to share this with you. It's so easy to give up. And not just give up. Life sometimes hits you with a curveball and it makes you feel like, what are you doing wrong? It's not you doing anything wrong. You're not doing anything wrong. It's life. But it's what you do with it. What you do with it. And I'm here to tell you, I'm here to encourage you. God's got your back. Even though you feel like, you know what, I don't feel like He got my back. It doesn't seem like it. Things will get better. Things will get better. It doesn't seem like it at times, but things will get better. I'm having some water. I have my water. I got this right here at was it a dollar store or Ross? Got this at a dollar store for like $1.25. They might have left for $5. But listen, you know what it says right here? If you can see or not. It says, let's get started. Remember your goal. Someone's calling me. I'll call back in a minute. But I want to tell you, family, It's so easy when life throws a curveball at you to feel like I'm gonna give up. If you're subscribed to my channel, and if you're not subscribed to the channel, you see this video, I have 362 subscribers. I have 907 videos. I could just say, you know what? I'm done with YouTube. I could say, you know what? I had it. I did YouTube for a couple of years. I fell off the wagon. I was in depression. I'm not gonna do it. I'm done. You know what? I'm not gonna do that because I believe in my subscribers. My subscribers believe in me. That's why I'm still on this platform. But more importantly, God believes in me, and I have a story to tell. And more than a story to tell, something good is coming around the corner. Something good is coming around the corner, and I'm not gonna give up. Got that right? I'm not. I'm staying on YouTube. The more than YouTube, I'm not gonna give up my faith because I'm gonna go through hard times. I'm not gonna say, you know, well, I tried and that didn't really happen, and I wish things had got better. No, I'm not gonna give up. Drink this water. I want you all to know, don't you dare give up. Something else I want to share with you, and I take notes and stuff, so it's really important to me and what I'm talking to you guys about and stuff. And that's what I want to tell you. Some of you might be afraid to fail. You know, don't hear the word failure, or you hear the word fail. You ever take a test and you study for the test and you think you study the best way you know how to, and the teachers pass out the paper and the pen and the eraser, and then they set the alarm clock and they tell you, okay, it starts now, and the test might be for 30 minutes, an hour, it all depends what kind of exam you're going for. And you know you study for that test, and you know you're doing the best that you know to do, and you fail. And the score comes out and you don't get the grade you want to get. And you're like, I failed. Do you know how many times I failed in different areas of my life that I'm not proud of? It took me about, oh gosh, I want to say it took me at least 8 or 9, let's say 8 to 10 times to get my driver license. I failed. And it did something to me emotionally and mentally when I didn't pass my driver license test years ago. Not realizing that I had a disability at the time. And people look me people look at me like, what's wrong with you? I mean, the driver test is simple. The question, whatever. And I was studying the book, I was studying. But what it was, I had the lecture in the words with like that, whatever. So when I was studying, everything was like jumbled, but it didn't look like it on paper. And that would follow me in school, in high school, when I went to college. And I was in college where they were able to show me, hey, you have a disability. But as I got older, I told myself, I'm not going to allow this to be a handicap for me. And I'm not saying if you have a disability, it's not your, you don't, it's not like, I don't like when they look at people have a disability. People like they have a handicap. I don't like that. I think people who have a disability, they are very powerful people. If you have any type of disability, you are a strong, powerful person. Because I know I'm one. You're a diamond. You're a diamond and you're shining. So back to what I was saying, you know, so it took me a long time to pass my test. And when I finally got my permit, I was like so excited. But then came the big test, the driving. And when I got my GED, I was so excited. When I passed, I got my GED and everything. I was like That was something else. That took me years to do too. Years and years and years. And I'm sharing this. Someone told me something. Maybe someone told me the same thing. And not, I have forgiven the person. Someone told me when I took my GD test and I passed it, they were like, about time. And I got offended. I got offended. But see, what I learned from that situation was it wasn't about time. It was that I got it done. So no matter what you're going through in areas of your life, you feel like you fail, just get back up and try again. Trying again is so important. Not trying is not good. No matter what you've gone through in your life and you feel like you tried so hard, ma'am, sir, I want to tell you I believe in you. I want to encourage you to not give up. And I know it's not easy if you don't have people in your corner to support you. But I want to tell you this, God's got you. And He said He'll never leave you nor forsake you. See, I'm doing this video for Him, and I'm doing it for you. So no matter what you're going through, no matter what you're facing, God's got you. Even when you feel like, oh my gosh, I don't feel like He's there for me. Oh, I could tell you many stories. I feel like, okay, God, where are you? I'm going through a lot right now, and you are sure not here. Many time I feel like that. Many time I feel like, okay, God, I go to church. I do my tithe as I can. I'm not doing this. Where are you? That's another video. That's a video in itself. Okay, but so when trouble comes, when trials come, when discouragement come, knock on your door. Get back up. Get back up. Get back up. And if this video touched you in any kind of way, leave a comment below. If you're new here, if you like this video, subscribe to the channel. Be blessed. Take care. Yvette Diamond.